Welcome all American football lovers back to the US Football News Channel. Our content is produced by 24 Hours Online Media. Today we will start with the following notable content. Hey, what's up, football fans? Welcome back to the channel. If you're ready for some playoff drama, buckle up, because we're diving into the 2024 college football playoff, and trust me, it's gonna be a roller coaster. We've got upsets, surprises, and even a few teams that are punching above their weight. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and of course, share this video with your friends who need to know about the crazy world of college football. Let's jump into it, shall we? Alright, folks, grab your snacks and get comfortable. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, well, for like 7 years. Give or take a few extra pounds of holiday weight, and it's finally here. The expanded 12-team college football playoff. You thought you knew drama? You thought you saw it all with the old 4-team system? Well, guess what? The stakes have been raised. The field has expanded, and we've got ourselves some new faces, old favorites, and a whole lot of what the heck just happened moments. So, sit tight, because we're about to break down 12 things you absolutely need to know about the 2024 college football playoff. If you didn't think college football could get any crazier, well, you're about to find out. 1. The big dogs. 4 conference champs get first-round byes. Okay, let's kick things off with the obvious. We've got 4 conference champions who will get a shiny, fancy first-round bye. You know the type. The ones who get to kick their feet up and watch the rest of the teams duke it out while sipping on some nice cold lemonade. Or, you know, a protein shake. They're champions after all. Here's who's sitting pretty at the top of the standings, earning those coveted byes. Number 1 Oregon, Big Ten champs. Number 2 Georgia, SEC champs. Number 3 Boise State, Mountain West champs. Number 4 Arizona State, Big 12 champs. Big shout out to these teams. They earned it. Oregon beat Penn State to snag the Big Ten crown. Georgia took down Texas in the SEC championship. Boise State shut down UNLV for the Mountain West title. And Arizona State absolutely destroyed Iowa State to grab that Big 12 spot. These teams are locked in, and they get to relax and recharge for the first round. 2. Hosting first-round games, the elite crew. Now, while the top dogs are chilling, there's still plenty of action to come from the next group of teams who will host their first-round games. And it's not just any group of teams. This is where we see some serious powerhouses. So, who's hosting games at their very own stadiums? Let's find out. Number 5 Texas. Number 6 Penn State. Number 7 Notre Dame. Number 8 Ohio State. I mean, look at that lineup. You've got Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, and Ohio State all with home field advantage. If you're a fan of big crowds and intense atmosphere, these games are going to be wild. Tennessee barely missed out on hosting by 1 spot. So they'll be traveling to Ohio State to face the Buckeyes in what's sure to be an electric Saturday night showdown on December 21st. Buckle up, folks. 3. The little engine that can. SMU, Indiana, and Clemson make their playoff debuts. And then, we've got the underdogs. The teams who didn't quite come in with the same spotlight as the heavy hitters but have worked their tails off to secure a playoff spot. Let's give it up for Number 10 Indiana. Number 11 SMU. Number 12 Clemson. Wait, what? Yep, you read that right. Clemson made it to the playoffs. Despite a tough loss to SMU in the ACC title game. SMU was up 17 points at halftime. Then Clemson came back to win with a 56-yard field goal. That was some clutch stuff. And the committee couldn't ignore it. SMU, though, still made it in, staying ahead of Alabama in the rankings. Making a case for the importance of conference title games. Indiana has had a strong season too. And here they are, looking to upset the odds. Oh, and don't forget, Alabama didn't make it in this year. Sorry, Roll Tide fans. Bama's season came crashing down when Clemson's win stole that final playoff spot from them. The committee debated hard over SMU and Alabama. But in the end, it came down to the Mustangs' gutsy performance. 4. The Big Ten. The conference of the year? Here's a spicy take for you. The Big Ten is the most stacked conference in college football this year. Yeah, I said it. Oregon's Big Ten title means they're number 1. But let's look at the overall state of the conference. Ohio State and Penn State are hosting first-round games. And don't forget Indiana. They made it in at number 10. So, here we are. The Big Ten could very well take home back-to-back national titles. With Oregon and Ohio State both sitting in prime positions, can the Big Ten hold it down? Or will another conference rise to the occasion? We'll have to wait and see. 5. The Pac-12 revival. Oregon and Arizona State turn heads. Who says the Pac-12 is dead? It might not exist in its old form. But teams like Oregon and Arizona State are bringing some serious energy back to the table. The Ducks and Sun Devils both won their respective conferences in the very first year of their Big Ten and Big 12 membership. What a comeback story for both of these programs. This isn't your typical Pac-12. They've shown they're not just a bunch of teams playing late-night games no one watches anymore. No, sir, these are serious contenders. And then there's Army. They might not have made the field, but they did win the American Athletic Conference. Don't sleep on them. They finished the season 11-1. With only a single loss to top 5 Notre Dame. 6. Running back royalty. Ashton Jeanty and Cam Skattebo. If you love watching dominant running backs, this year's playoff is for you. Get ready for some hard-hitting action from Ashton Jeanty of Boise State and Cam Skattebo of Arizona State. Jeanty leads the nation in rushing yards. And Skattebo is 6th. These two have combined for a jaw-dropping 4.065 yards and 48 touchdowns. That's more than any other team's total rushing stats this year. These backs are ready to take over and put on a show for the ages. 7. The hot streaks. Arizona State and Notre Dame are on fire. Speaking of Arizona State, let's talk about their insane 6-game win streak to close out the season. They went from an afterthought to a top contender in the blink of an eye. Sam Leavitt and Cam Skattebo have been on fire. And this team looks primed for a playoff run. But wait, Notre Dame fans, don't think I forgot about you. The Irish have won 10 straight after their heartbreaking early loss to Northern Illinois. Talk about a bounce back. Both teams are hotter than a mid-July day in Texas. And they're looking to make some serious noise in the playoffs. 8. The cold streak. Ohio State's late season woes. But not every team is cruising into the playoffs on a high. Ohio State is coming off a disastrous loss to Michigan at home. The game ended in utter chaos, with an on-field melee and a flag-planting incident that we're still hearing about. To make matters worse, they missed the Big Ten title game. But hey, at least they get a home game in the first round to try to turn things around. Ryan Day has to step up now. The Buckeyes need to get back on track if they want to take down one of the SEC's finest in the playoffs. 9. Big brands. Big money. One of the goals of the expanded playoff was to bring in more teams from outside the big brand bubble. But let's face it, the big names are still here. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and Notre Dame are all in. And they're all top-tier programs with huge athletic budgets. In fact, 7 of the 12 teams in the playoff field are ranked in the top 20 for athletic budgets. Ohio State, number 1. Texas, number 2. Penn State, number 5. Tennessee, #11. Georgia, number 13. Clemson, number 16. And of course, Notre Dame, who's pretty much the golden child of college football. 10. Quarterbacks, the unexpected stars. Here's something you might not know. The top QB in the playoff is Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. He's throwing for 273 yards per game. And if you're keeping track, that's more than top Heisman candidates like Caleb Williams. It's a surprise that the top quarterbacks didn't make it. But Gabriel and others like Boise State's Jalen Moore are showing that sometimes you don't need a household name to win it all. 11. Defense wins championships. If you're a fan of defense, this year's playoff is for you. 7 of the top 11 defenses in the country are in the playoffs. And Ohio State is sitting pretty at number 1. The Buckeyes are only giving up 10.9 points per game and 241 total yards of offense. This is a nightmare for any offense. And it could be the difference maker when it's crunch time. 12. First-round home games. The energy is real. One of the best parts about the expanded playoff is the home field advantage for the first round. You've got Penn State's whiteout, Notre Dame's touchdown Jesus, and Ohio State's skull session all getting their chance to shine. Trust me, it's going to be loud. It's going to be electric. And it's going to be so much fun. Closing. And there you have it. The 12 things you need to know about the 2024 college football playoff. It's going to be an insane ride from here on out. And with 12 teams vying for the title, who knows what's going to happen? Get ready for some real drama, excitement, and heart-stopping moments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Share this with your friends. And let's see who you think is going to take it all this year. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Football fans, stay tuned.